Okay, so I have started the recording as well, and now I'm going to present my screen. All right, so I have presented the screen and I have started the recording as well. I guess it is visible. And if I'm not audible or if the screen is not visible, do let me know, guys. So I'm opening my VS Code and here it is. This is the application that we had developed. Today, we're gonna do a very simple part of this application, and I will be showing you how to create a very simple application using Tkinter and how much simple it is. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is you have to open a specific folder, and the folder, my folder is evening batch. This is my folder. This is in my desktop. So I have opened this folder. This is in my desktop in the Python training folder. Inside the folder, I have this evening batch file. This folder is there. And now I'm going to create a new file. And the name of the file is, let's say app. Let's say the name of the file is app.py. This is the file name that I'm going to create. All right. So I have created this two file and now I'm going to edit this app.py file. In this file, I'm going to add our code to actually run this application. So we have a very simple syntax for importing the Tkinter module. Actually, I'm going to import everything from the Tkinter module. I'm going to write from Tkinter import start. This is what I'm going to write. Next thing is we have to create the object of the TK class and the name of the object can be anything. Let's say the name of the object is root. I'm going to create root equals to TK. Then I can call root dot main loop. All know that in the object oriented programming part we have already discussed about it that actually to so that we can call any method or we can call any attribute or any property of a class, we need to create the object because we cannot call any specific method or any specific attribute without creating the object, guys. I guess you all know about that. So that's why I have created the root object and I have called the main loop. This is the main purpose. This is what I have done. Now all the code that I have to write is below this root object and above this root.main loop. Now here in this part, I have to write all my code. So I can hit enter, I can write whatever I want to write in this part only. And if I only run this application, you will be able to see a simple application just like this. I can change the title. Title can be anything, anything that you want. I can change the content and everything is possible, guys. Everything is possible. So let's change the background color. I'm going to change the background color quickly. I'm going to change the background color. So the command is root.configure and the background color is bg equals to, let's say the background color is black. All right. So if I run this file, you can see this is, I'm going to change the geometry as well. After that, this is root dot geometry. I'm going to change the geometry and I'm going to specify the geometry as 300 or yeah, 300 x 200 plus 500 plus let's say 250. So this is the y position, this is the x position, this is the height, and this is the width. So we need to write in this order like width cross height, and this is not cross, this is not asterisk, this is the small x, guys. Always remember this is the small x. Then we need to write the plus, then we need to write the plus again. This is what we need to write. And now if I run this file, you all can see if I run this file, I will be getting a window, something like this. This is the window. And I can change the title as well. The title can be anything. Let's say I'm going to change the title, root dot title. I'm going to change the title and the title is my app. This is the simple application that we're going to create. So this is my app. You can see I have changed the title. In this way, I can actually change the title. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain the functionality of like actually we're going to discuss about the function binding part. So at first, let's create a simple button. Quickly, I'm going to create a button and the name of the button, let's say is btn equals to button. All right, so I have this button and I'm going to create the button using this button class. Here I need to pass the name of the object, that is root. Then I need to pass the text. The name of the text is here. You can see the name of the text. I have to give a text. This is click here. Or this is click. The name of the button is click. And now today we are going to discuss about another geometry manager, and the geometry manager is btn.pack. Earlier, we had seen about the grid geometry manager. Today, we are going to discuss about the pack geometry manager. And whenever I will be using this pack geometry manager, what will happen? Everything will come in the center. So let me show you. If I execute this one, you can see this click is a button which is in the center. I can change the font. So let's change the font quickly. I can change the font equals to, I have to do something like this, and then I need to specify, let's say I want to give the font family as Consolus. I guess you all know about the Consolus font family. Then I can give a comma and I can specify the size. I have specified 15. Then I can specify the font property, and I'm gonna specify, let's say bold. So these are the properties that I have specified. The font family is Consolus, the font size is 15, and the font property is bold. This is what I have specified. Now let's refresh this one and you can see this click button here. We can change the background color. So let's change the background color. BG equals to, so I'm going to change the background color. BG equals to, what color should I give? Let's say it is green. And I'm going to change the foreground color as white. Okay. So I have changed the background color. I have changed the foreground color. Now let's re-execute it. And you can see this click button is right here. Now what I want that whenever I will click on this button, what will happen? The background color will change. This is what I want to do. The functionality part, the functional binding. And also, let's try to do that. So in this button, I need to add a comment. I need to add a comment. This is what I'm going to do. And the name, then there I have to give a function. So then let's say the name of the function is fun. This is what I have given. Now we need to declare the function. And the best place to declare is just below the root. Here I need to declare the function, write the definition. I'm going to write def fun and the entire body. So what I will write here, I want to change the configuration. So I will specify root dot configure. And what I'm going to do, BG equals to, let's say I'm going to change it to yellow. I'm going to change it to yellow. Okay. Now let's execute this code. This is the click button. I don't know whether it will work or not. Yes, it is actually working. So guys, you can see whenever I clicked on the button, the background color actually changed. The background color is now yellow. Earlier it was black and now it is yellow. So what I will be doing here, rather than writing it click, I will write yellow. Okay, let's create another button just like this one. I will create another button. So I will copy and paste it here, and name of the button, I will change the name of the button. So the name of the button is black. I will change the name of the button in this way. And here the color, background color is also not green. The background color will be, let's say, background color will be black, or background color will be black. And the foreground color will be yellow. In this way, I'm going to specify that. And here, what I'm going to do, here I'm going to specify this one, background color will be yellow. And the foreground color will be black. Right? And for the second one, I'm going to new function name. This is fun2. This is a new function. So let's create a new function. I'm going to create the new function. And this is def fun2. This is my new function. And this will be root dot configure. I'm going to change the background BG equals to black. Now let's run this code. and see what is the output. So you can see we have two buttons. First button is the yellow button. The second button is the black button. So when I will click on the yellow button, you can see the color has been changed. And now when I will click on the black button, you can see the color is black again. I will click here, the color is this. 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 So can you see guys what is happening? Isn't it magical? Isn't it interesting? That whenever I'm clicking on a specific button, the color is changing. Whenever I'm actually changing anything. So this is what we are doing, and this is so isn't it interesting guys? So are you able to understand the function binding part, and isn't it easy? Please let me know in the chat section. Yes, and not only this one, but also we are going to do one more thing, that whenever I will click on the yellow button, let's say there will be a text right here that there will be a text right here that yellow button clicked. And when I will click on the black button, there will be a text right here that black button clicked. So how can I do that? What is the function which is related to yellow? So this one, the fun function is related to yellow. The fun function definition is right here. Whenever I will click on the button, the background color will be changed to yellow. Now I'm going to create a new label. So I'm going to create a new label. I'm going to create a new label. Where I'm going to create it? On the root. I'm going to create this new label. So, and what will be the name of the label? The text that will be in the label will be, let's say that yellow button clicked. Yellow button clicked. This will be the text that will be visible. And let's say the foreground color will be what we can say, the foreground color will be black. Foreground color will be black. The font color is black. All right. And let's pack it. Let's pack it. And the same thing, when I will click on the another button, let's copy it from here and let's paste it here. When I will click it here, the color will be yellow. And this time I'm going to click that the black button clicked. Black button clicked. Okay, now let's refresh this code and let's click here. When I'm clicking here, you can see the yellow button clicked is there. When I'm clicking it, you can see black button clicked is here. Now let's do one thing. Let's change the background color as well. Let's change the background color. So BG equals to, let's say the BG equals to, what we can do here, BG equals to yellow. BG equals to yellow. So background color I'm making same. And for this one, BG equals to, I'm going to give it black. Now let's refresh it. So when I will click on the yellow button, you can see yellow button clicked. When I'm going to click on the black button, you can see black button clicked. So some new text added. I'm going to create it. So you can see yellow button clicked. Again, it is coming. When I'm going to click it, you can see black button clicked. So whenever I will click on the yellow button, again, if I click on the yellow button, if I click twice on the black button, so this is what is happening. And if I increase it, you can see all the text is there. I'm going to click on the black button. I'm going to click on the yellow button. So this you can see. So in this way, we can actually add more and more text, more and more text. So this is how we can do that. All right. So is it clear, guys? Please let me know. So function binding is super simple. If you have understood once the function binding, the label, these things are super simple. So is it clear? Please let me know in the chat section. All right. Very good. Very good. Yes, you guys are typing something. Anamika and Nabajit, you are typing something. You guys can type, or you can also let me know, like unmute yourself. Can we use a picture in the background when the button is clicked? Yes, we can do that. Is there any specific place to define any function? Actually, the thing is that that we should. Okay, so who asked which question? Navajit asked background picture. Yes, we're gonna discuss about the background picture. And yes, about the specific place to declare any function is, you should actually declare all the function on the top of the code. Before writing all the logic, all the things, you should write all the functions just below the root, where you are creating the object root. Just below that, you should actually write all the functions, fun2, and if there are many more functions, you can write all the functions here. Now, this is for the answer that is there any specific place to declare a function. Now, for the second answer, that can we actually use any kind of, like any background image? So the question is, yes, we can actually use the background image. So if you asked me this question, I will explain this question to you, that how to use background image and exactly what we should do. So let's talk about this particular question. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Actually, we need to set up few things. I also need to set up few things for to show you the image part. That's why. Just give me. So the first thing, that if we want to include any image, if I want to include any image, then what I should have to do is, I have to actually I have actually import a library, and the name of the library is pill or pillow, we can say. So I'm writing it here. For image, we have to include pill library, or pill is actually, we can also say pillow, pillow library. So let's include the library. Let's download the library at first. So here we need to write pip install pillow and hit enter. This will help us to download that particular library. And you can see the text that is arriving here is requirement already satisfied. So already that module is installed in my system. For your system, it might take some time to install the module. So this is what is gonna happen. All right. Now we have to download a specific image. So let's go to our Google. So let's open the Google. I will open the Google in guest mode, and I'm going to download a specific image. So let's say I want to include an image of what we can say. So I'm going to just want, I want a simple image, like a simple background image. We can say simple background image, or books. I want some books background image, books background image. So when I want the books background image, here you can see many images are there. So I'm just going to download any simple image, a PNG format. PNG is much more specified. Like we can use PNG very easily. So I will specify the PNG format, background image, PNG. This is very useful sometimes. So I'm going to download any free image. You can see many options are there to download the image, and I'm going to choose any particular image. So I have this books image, I have this books image, I have multiple images right there. So this one, I'm going to choose this one. All right, so let's close this and download PNG or icon. So what I want the PNG format. So I will click here. You can see download. The download option is also there, and download as ICO option is also there. So what is this ICO option? This ICO option will help us to actually change the icon. I will show you both the things. So it is say that, okay, I'm not a robot. I have to click right here. Let's download this image and let's download the ICO image as well. I'm going to download both the things. All right, I'm going to download this ICO option as okay. So I have downloaded both the things. I have the ICO option. So I will open it in the folder. I will try to see that whatever is there, I will in the folder. So at first I have this, I'm going to delete this image because this is, I have downloaded twice. So the name of this particular image is a book PNG, this thing. I'm going to change the name. I'm going to give a very simple name that is icon, and the extension is ICU. You can see it right here that the extension is ICU. So I will grab it from here. I will cut it and I'm going to paste it to the folder where I am currently working on. So where I'm working on in my desktop, I will go to the Python training folder. So here it is, the Python training folder. In the Python training folder, I have the evening batch right here. I'm going to paste it. So this is the first image where we are working on. You are working in a different directory, so you can create the new directory and you can paste it right here. And I'm also going to copy the PNG file. So PNG file is this one. So I'm going to change the name to book underscore BG. So BG is for the background. I'm going to change the name and I will cut this file. I will go to the same directory in the evening batch and I'm going to paste it. Okay, so both the things are done. I have the ICO format. I have the book underscore BG. Both the things are done. So let's close this image. Let's minimize this one. And we are right here. So the first thing is to actually include the icon. It is super simple. We just need to write that root dot icon bitmap. This is what we need to write. And I'm going to paste R string. So why this R string? Because we need to reverse all the slashes from forward to backward or to backward to forward. If I need to change this one to specify the relative path, we need to use this R. And this is the icon. So icon is generally the ICO format is represented to specify any kind of icons. So I will copy this path and I will paste it right here. I will paste it. So you can see I have pasted it. And now this time when I will rerun this particular thing, you can see the icon has been changed. I guess you all can see the first thing that the icon has been changed. Now what I want, now I want a background image, and not only whenever I will click it, rather I just want the background image. And if you can actually create the background image directly, you can also create the background image when you will click somewhere. Everything you can do. So the first agenda is done, that we have successfully added the icon. Second agenda is we need to create our image right here. So I will increase the size or the height a little bit. So the height right now, it is 200 pixel. I'm going to increase it to, let's say 350. So, so let's run it. And this is 350 pixel. So let's try to understand how we can actually use our let's say the image. First thing, we have installed the pillow module, pip install by this command, pip install pillow. So you can see it right here. I have this pip install pillow. I have written this one and I have executed this one so that to install actually the pillow module. So this is done. Now what is my next step? So the next step is very simple. I have to create a global variable. Now to create a global variable, I need to write global, and the name of my variable is my image or simply img. This is what I'm going to name this one. You can, if you want, you can give it any other name, but I'm much more familiar with this name. So I'm going to change it to this img. Now I have to create this img. What is the value of this img? So the value of this img will be image tk dot photo image photo image. These are some functions, and I have to open the image dot open, image dot open. Now here I need to specify the path in the same order, like in the R string, I have to specify this particular image's path. So I will copy this path. I will paste it here. So I'm done with the pasting. And you can see now here is the error or the underline, like this is not imported. So we need to import this one. So how can I import this one? Just like from Tkinter import star, just like this one, I will import something like from PIL import, from PIL import image TK, comma, image. So these are the things that I'm going to import. And when I have imported, you can see the error is gone. Now I'm done with the image. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a label. So this is a simple label. So I'm going to name it as image underscore label equals to label. This label is very much similar to the label that we had used to specify the text. Then I'm going to specify the root, that is the name of the object, and also the image. So what is the image? It is img. This is the image that about this image we are talking about. Now we have to specify the image, where the image will be. So I can specify img underscore label. Either I can use the grid, or the grid structure also I can use, or the best thing is if I use the pack geometry manager. Since I have used the pack everywhere, so I'm going to use this one. So let's save this file. And if we have done everything correctly, the image should appear. So I will run this one. And here we go. Actually, the image is too large, but guys, you can see the image, I guess. You all can see the image. This one is our image, and the image is too large. So we need to actually download a small size image. This is what we need to do. Or we can do something like, let's go to the folder. This is the image. So let's open it with MS Paint. Let's open it with MS Paint. And actually, I think we can resize the image. Actually, I think we can resize the image. So I'm going to resize the image. Okay, just a minute. It is right now 100 by 100 percentage. This is 1600. So let's change this value to uh, 300. 300 pixels. So if I click on OK, so this is 300 pixel image. All right. And let's change. I'm going to change the background as well. The background color will be black. I want this one. So I have saved this file, and I'm going to re-execute the file. And now if I re-execute, you can see this image is right here. I have this image. And now you can do the simple thing. You can do the simple thing, like you can create a new button here. You can create a new button that this button is, let's change the name with, this is BTN2. This is your button 2. And let's create a new button, BTN3. BTN3. This is also a button. Just same button I'm going to create. So I'm going to copy and paste it. I'm going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to change this one to 3, this one to 3. What I will do here, so this button, the foreground color will be, let's say, not, this will be green, and the font color will be white, and the command will be uh, insert image, insert underscore image. This will be the command. All right, now this insert image is there. So when I have this insert image function, I need to write the insert image function. And also the text is insert image, or see image, view image. This is what we are going to do. And let's create the function. We need to write the def keyword. So def insert image If insert image, this is what I have written. So I guess the name is correct. Insert image, yes, the name is correct. And inside this, inside right here, I'm going to paste everything. So I will cut it from here and I will just paste it here. I have to give the indentation properly. So I have given the indentation properly. Now let's run this file. Okay. So let's close this one at first. So you can see I have three options. If I click on the yellow, so yellow button is clicked. If I click on the black, black button is clicked. If I again click on the yellow, you can see the yellow button is clicked. Black button is clicked. If I click on the view image option, so you can see I can actually see the image right now. You can see I can actually see the image right now. Again, if I click on the yellow, so the yellow button is clicked just below this image, you can see yellow button is clicked is showing. If I click black, so black button is clicked, you can see it is showing. So in this way, I can actually change all the details. And also this image background, since I have explicitly specified the background, that's why it is something like this. Otherwise, the background would have been different. Like the default background was like it was a background less image. And we have also added the icon. So you can also add the icon. And not only this icon, not only this, and it is also not required that the background, this image and this icon should be same, exact same image. You can choose a different image for icon. You can choose a different image for this background. So this all the things are properly available. So this is how we have created this super simple application along with its super simple functionalities, but very much interesting. At least when I was learning the Tkinter models, when I was a learner, I was in the beginning phase. This was a very, very interesting part. For me, at least, it was a very interesting part. So I guess it is clear to you all. Yes, I can see some messages. And sir, how we will get the image from the user input? Guys, this is okay. There are much more questions. Is there any specific place to define any function? Yes, I have just talked about this one. Can we use more operation other than CRUD? More operation by more operation. What do you mean by more operations? Like the CRUD operations are the basics of all the operations. Like you, in each and every application, you have this create option. You have to read something. You have the update option and you have the delete option. Now these are the things, and you will get the image from the user. So for that purpose, we have some complete other fields. Complete other fields. Like whenever the user will update some image, you will store it in the database. It will be much more complex functionality. At first, complete the project using the functionality that I had discussed. Then we're gonna discuss about how to take. If you are interested, I will definitely show you. But that will be a much more difficulty. Just like the HTML field, we can upload an image as well. We can upload an image and we can store it into the database, and then we can actually show the user that particular image. We can do that one as well. All right. So is this clear to you? Whatever I have discussed, is this clear to you? So if it is clear, then please try to complete this one also as the second assignment. The first assignment is you have to create the simple CRUD application. This one is the second assignment. All right. So, and I will not cover much more because today we are only three people right here. Total four students are right here. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed the session. I hope you all liked the session, and thank you so much. Thank you very much.